All right, we're back. And we're good. So we were showing this card, and in my thing that I deleted, it had my address on it. So there's this company called WeLink, and WeLink here claims that they will send you high-speed internet through the antenna that they install on your house. The problem with this is that it's really inconsistent. They claim you get a gigabit per second down and a gigabit per second up, but it doesn't say that it's not consistent. I've seen lots of reviews. What's up, Roger D? How you doing, brother? They just confirmed Pete Hegseth behind me for Secretary of Defense. So all that stuff he went through, all those accusations that he went through, all that, oh, he's a white supremacist. He has a white supremacist tattoo. It's not what you think it is. That's ridiculous. So they just confirmed him. There's JD Vance behind me. I mean, does JD Vance not look like a monster movie or something? Like, I'm like, dude, you need to get something done on your eyes because you have beady little eyes. God bless you. But I like JD Vance. I'm not saying anything mean about him. I'm just pointing out what I see. Hi, Steven. What's up, Sensational Freshies? That'll be my only cash app. Sensational Freshies will send me $1. Nobody donates on these streams when I'm at home. They never, ever, ever do. I saw that, Mike. Yeah, Mike is my buddy's sending me that out. Hopefully, yeah. Let's see here. Yeah. What do I think about that? JFK, MLK. I think it's bull. They already know what's going on, dude. They already know what's up. They don't have to take. So if you guys haven't heard and you're not connected, it doesn't matter. I'm not getting political. Not getting political, but here's what I'm going to tell you. So Donald Trump said we need more transparency in the government. I agree. Doesn't mean he's going to do it. Just means he said a thing during his campaign. Although he said he would. Woo! I got $1 for Happy New Year's. Thank you so much. Or Happy Friday. Thank you, Sensational Freshies. Although he did say, guys, thanks Sensational Freshies 40 times, please. For the $1 cash app. That's cool. I appreciate it. He said that he would get Ross Ulbricht out of prison. That I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing because that guy might be a gangster capo. We don't know. Like, anyways, but he was put in jail for running the Silk Road website and apparently working with the Hells Angels to distribute $100 million a month of like bad narcotics into the streets of America or something. I don't know. They had a deal going, and then they locked him up because he made money on Bitcoin. A lot of people say, and he did that, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm going to release the MLK and the JFK files," and now we're hearing it's not going to happen till March, and I'm like, "Oh, that's great. That's a perfect amount of time to have the deep state, if you believe in that stuff, just make up a story and give it to him and say, here it is. He's declassified it officially. It's been declassified. So we'll see if that's actually going to happen. But I don't know what we're going to do on the stream tonight. I just want to turn my camera on. I've had a lot of heavy stuff in my head. I did close the sale at my work yesterday, which was nice, and I thought I had another one or another two today, but must be something. Maybe it's I don't know what it is, but I get them to the edge, and then they have to talk to somebody, and then they talk to somebody, and they talk them out of it. That's a problem. Like I do professional high end, like I do high end advertising sales. I sell things worth 15, $20,000. And that's not that much. I mean, the things they're selling on the strip for the billboards are like 100 grand, 200 grand, half a million, a million. But, when you do a sales presentation, you always have to ask people, you have to find out. You can't just be like, "Hey, do you make your own decisions?" or, whatever. So you can't just like be like blunt about it, but you have to ask them, "Oh, wow. So are you the head honcho? Do you consult people?" I know I'm buffering. This might not be a good stream after all. So I do, and then oh, I gotta go home and ask my husband. And there's two ways you can do this. Like you could just try to bully them. If this isn't gonna work, it's not gonna work. Like if my stream, by the way, is gonna be crap, it's gonna be crap. I don't know what to tell you. It's really bad right now. My T-Mobile account's been all over the place. So we'll see how it goes if it can sort of get itself worked out. Because it's usually at 5 megabits per second. Now it's going to 984, 2700. If you can't lock in, I can't stream. It doesn't really matter. It's not a thing. I'm not doing this for money. There's no money out there anymore. Economy's just ripped apart. So if I go to stream, uh, Maximum video bit rate, ignoring stream. Yeah. I can't change any of that because I'm on a stream, I guess. That's what it is. Yeah, so whatever. Ask me a question. We can chat about stuff. We can do some raw and uncensored talk, or I can go do something else. It doesn't really matter. I've been doing more videos, as you guys noticed. I did the Circus video. I did that 20 weird things about Vegas questions. I thought that would get more play. It didn't get any play. So, have you Metronet? I don't know what Metronet is. I guess not. Well, out here we have Cox Communications. We have CenturyLink, which is a DSL service. Google Fiber is coming soon, but they generally take 10 years to roll out the whole city. There is some construction, somebody posted on X. So there's Google Fiber signs somewhere in the valley. But there's no fiber, there's no nothing. I'm on T-Mobile and it's generally really, really good, but it is also prime time. So I mean, if I do this at 6 in the morning when nobody's around, I'll have the best damn looking stream in the history of streams. How's the wife doing? She's okay, you know. We're going through our challenge together. I'll post about that on Patreon. I'm not trying to sell you a Patreon question, memberships, because there's no reason. I don't post there enough. If you're on there, you're a diehard fan of the channel and you're supporting the channel in a major way. But yeah, so it is it's just a matter of it's just a matter of getting through the challenge that we have right now. And God is like testing me to my limit. The old me would have started like, oh, I can drink a little bit to get some rest. You can't. It's a slippery slope. What do I think about AI in Vegas? I think, I think AI in Vegas is going to be an interesting ride for everybody. Um, I think that I should text Robert. He doesn't know I'm streaming tonight. I told him I wasn't going to stream the strip. So I think AI in Vegas is going to fundamentally change how odds are set and how comps are calculated. So what I think is that you're going to have a situation where it's a lot harder to earn casino comps, and they can keep a dialed in kind of much more dialed in kind of cap on what you're getting out of the casinos. And I think if they can link that into things that geofence and track your phone when you're playing, when you're in certain parts of the casino, it could be good for the low-level gamers, but I don't think it's going to be overall good for the industry. My connection is really terrible right now. Let me try to be so bold as to see if Verizon. Oh man, what a load of bull. I don't like this. Don't like this one bit. No, my software is breaking down. All right, we'll see if that is better. Maybe Verizon's got a better signal tonight. T-Mobile's been wonky on me lately. I don't know. Anyways, Air Force One is inbound into Vegas. Yeah, Trump's coming into Vegas. I don't know. He's coming here to thank people out here who helped him get elected, I guess. I think Brock, we don't have a connection, so there's no point in answering you. This is such a pain. Do you think Brock finally got fed up with Michelle? Obviously, something going on. And she's been MIA at state events. I don't know, man. I think those folks are like, yes, that's live now. I think those folks are out for themselves more. Yeah, I think they're out for themselves more than anything else. I don't think that they're looking out for anybody but Barack and Michelle, respectfully. I mean, it really bothered me that Michelle Obama said that she was proud to be an American for the first time when he was running as president. What kind of thing is that to say? That is a stupid thing to say. What are my plans for this weekend? I'm working tomorrow. I got calls booked at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11:30, and 12:30. However, it's Saturday calls, which means that hardly anybody's going to be on those calls. They may not show up at all. Looks like Verizon is the winner chicken dinner because I'm not buffering out on this, which is good. I don't know anything about Matt Gaetz. I know he's a political guy. I'm not as dialed into the politics as you guys think. I mean, I don't mind. We can talk politics. You want to talk politics? You want me to turn off half my stream and make people hate me? That's fine. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I could care less. If you don't like somebody because of their political affiliation, then you got a lot of stuff you got to work on. I was disappointed today because no, I'm not even getting into that story because the person is not in the chat, so I shouldn't talk about them. But how's the day trading going? I broke all of my accounts. I fell into a dark pit of despair, and now I got to dig myself out. And my trading mentor, she sent me $100 so I could get myself back on track. And I'm not sharing any of those struggles here. They're personal stuff. I'll put on Patreon later on this weekend, just a text post to tell you guys what's going on with the family and stuff like that. But I lost all my accounts and I was doing so well. And then the market shifted and I lost everything. And then money is tight. I'm doing my commission thing, and I had a payout from them, which was great. I got a $3,800 payout from them, which floated me for most of the month. And now I can't live stream. I'm stuck at home because of reasons that are related to stuff in the household. And so there's no money opportunity on the live streams on the strip because I can't do that right now. And I'll explain that on Patreon. You just got to trust me on that. It'll make total sense. And I'm trying to make commissions and stuff like that, and it just breaks my heart, man. So then my trading mentor, she's amazing, and she just randomly sent me $100 to buy two of my challenge accounts, and I never asked her to. I never even mentioned the thing. She knows I'm going through it, and she said you're better than demo accounts. Come back on board. You got to get your stuff going on. Thank you, Kyle. I appreciate you, bro. That was super nice of you. Kyle just sent $10 to Cash App. Thank you. I guys thank Kyle 76 times. So it's called being in drawdown. And when you're in drawdown, you can't like take it personally. I didn't go into drawdown because of the situation that's only happened this week. This has been an ongoing thing. So I was chasing my losses, and I mean, like I do these videos and I know better, but sometimes it gets the best of you, and it's a pain, right? So she sends me $100 on Cash App. I didn't even know it came through because for the lot, um, TW, you're out of here for good, bro. If you TW, who? Yeah, I think you're talking about my wife. You're out of here, man. Sorry, dude. You're talking about Matt Gates and you said she, so you shouldn't have done that. That was a stupid thing of you to do. Anyways, so then she just like sends me $100 and she's like, "You're better than a demo account," because I've been trading demo accounts the last few days. I had this morning routine where I'd wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, watch some YouTube stuff, drink some instant coffee with butter. Well, if he's talking about Trish, it's the same thing. She's gone. She's gone. I don't care. You could talk shit about the people that I love in my life. This girl, this lady that's a scammer who sent me $100 and I didn't even ask her to my Cash App that she found and made every effort to go through. The same lady that sent $200 to me so I could send it to Caroline so we could help out with the Christmas project. The fuck is wrong with you? I'm at my wit's end. You're seeing the worst of me right now. And I hope you're watching, TW. I hope you're watching. Hope you're happy with yourself. I'm going to pray hard for you because you got major, major, major problems. What a dick. Thank you so much, Matt. Realm Entertainment, bro. He sent $5 to our PayPal. So we're going to turn it around and we're just going to say that pisses me off. That makes me so angry. Um, Money Mule scams. Dude, I'll watch Scammer Payback too. I'll watch Scammer Payback and Kip Boga. I fell down that rabbit hole, man. And I can watch that stuff. I watch it too much sometimes. You can't get too deep into that because those videos are so and amazing. And I love watching them because what it does is it makes me smarter so I don't get scammed on things. And that's a good thing, but at the same time, man, it takes up a lot of your time, dude. And I was watching this one guy, and he was doing this video. It's this guy in like I think it's Ireland or something like that. He sounds Irish to me, and he was talking about. He said if God wants you to see this video, now of course you're gonna click on that video, right? But he was being legit. He wasn't like trying to hustle me. He just made a video, and he was like, "You should be creating more than you're consuming," and I mean it. Like he makes a great point. We're here to create. Man is supposed to create. We're created in God's image. God created us, so we're supposed to create good things. And he was saying you should create what you consume. So that's another good thing too. if you don't know what to make and you want to make, it doesn't have to be videos. Like, let's say you want to make something. Hey, what's up, Rich? How you doing, buddy? You make art, you make sculpture, you make whatever, create what you consume. And I thought that was great. So I'm trying to do more videos here, uh, static videos. I don't consume live stream videos. I never have. Not a big live stream guy. I watch podcasters and stuff like that. I got a text from a VIP. Oh yeah, you're fine. Yeah, no, to that person that just texted that, you're good. What's up, Tamara? How you doing? And things are going to turn around. You know why they're going to turn around? Because I've traded the demo account. First day I traded, I made like 330 bucks. Second day I traded it. That was today. No, that was yesterday. I made money, then I lost myself again. I caught myself. It's a demo account. You can reset it at any point. And then today, yesterday and today. So I mean, overall, today I walked away with 679. The markets are being weird right now. They're going up, they're going down. Trump says one thing, the markets spike up. Trump says something else, the markets spike down. I remember on the night of his inauguration, we got into this like Trump bump and it starts going up. And then he's sitting there signing his executive orders and he's talking about doing a tariff on February 1st. And oh my gosh, I had my alerts set on my phone. So I know so the way it works is you have your trading chart. I could actually show you the trading chart, which is fine if you guys want to see. The way it works is you have your trading chart, and there's certain situations where you're not going to want to stare at your screen. Trading is not like stare at your screen all day. That'll drive you nuts. You'll hate your life, right? So I gotta load up Trading View here, and we'll get rid of Matt Gates's confirmation. Get out of here, Matt. You're gone, brother. Okay, and we're gonna get rid of this browser window here. So behind me, I have this. Let's see here. Can I go left screen no blur? There it is. Good. I'm getting used to this trading software. There I am. So like this is not even centered. This is Trading View, so this is a platform that I use for stocks and stuff like that. So like, right now the market's closed because it's the weekend, but honest to goodness, what I was doing today, and I missed my move because I was on a phone call, which is fine. Where was my move? It was right here. And so what I did was I drew some levels across, and I said, okay, well, there's times in the last little while where it was like at this level over here. So if it goes down past here, I'm assuming it's going down further. And, same thing here. Okay, if it goes down past this level here on the left, it's going to go down further. So you just set your alarms. And right here, there was a huge time when it wasn't doing anything. So the chart is like this, just to show you what I do. Boom, boom. Actually, this isn't even it, dude. Yeah, it was actually back here. So right out here, we had this little area where nothing happened for the longest time. So when you approach this, you're like, okay, where's my bar replay? So click here, and you see it's chopping up and down, and you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna set an alert. Do do do. Let's see. Here's my alert on the right hand side. If it goes past here, then I'm going to set an alert for this time. If it goes down here, and then it'll tweet off and you'll hear that it's doing something. What's up, James Harvard? Wow, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. And Jersey T, appreciate you. So you set an alert where the orange line is. You set an alert where the yellow line is. If it drops, then you know to go and pay attention to your computer. And if it doesn't, then you don't pay attention to your computer. You just do something else. That's what you got to do. Because otherwise, what's going to happen is you're going to sit here. It's going to do this. It's going to do this back and forth, up and down. You're going to sit there hating your life. But eventually, it might do something like that. And then eventually, it might do something like it did. Like, look, you can't sit through this and stare at your computer screen. Every time I click, it's 2 minutes of time. Then it does something like this. Oh, it broke that yellow line. See? And see there's another yellow line right here? Oh, well, with this one here, you can just like sell market if you're paying attention to your alerts. And then you're like, "Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, that's $500 move straight down." And that's what you do. I mean, you're not sitting here like it's not like this is not interesting, is what I'm saying. Honestly, there's nothing much very interesting about this. Did you send a cash app? I didn't even see it, dude. Whoa, $10 for stream tariffs. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. The Knights lost to the Stars. My hockey team sucks all of a sudden. Thank you so much, Shaggy. I appreciate you. Why does my hockey team suck so bad? Um, let's see here. Wall Street. Love you, brother. I don't. Because I have horrible haters, I'm not letting anybody know about that stuff. Okay, so Wall Street can stop posting that. I'm only removing your comments because I have horrible haters and people are being encouraged to report people to immigrations and customs. And so let's not talk about that stuff right now. I love Wall Street's comments though. He's my hype man. He's my hype man, dude. I love him. He's great. But we're gonna clean that one up. I will make it through the darkness. And I wish I was a number one celebrity Wall Street. I really wish I was. The only way to go is up? No, that's the thing. This did not go up today. Um, I'm glad he was an investment manager. Those graphs and charts would make me bonk. No, you did. That's the thing. It's the easiest thing in the world. I mean, look at it again. Look at this again, right? It's the easiest thing in the world. Okay, look what happens here. Okay, let's get down to business. So here's what happens. It's not hard to see it. It starts to go. I wonder if this will work. Oh, I don't even have that. Oops, replay mode. Got it. I thought I had mine. Nope, can't do it. So anyways, it goes back up to the yellow line. That's a major level from like a day or two ago. I don't even remember. And then, let's extrapolate this out a little bit. Let's just go down and just go back and see what's been happening in the past, right? We have another level green. So I'm just going to draw a big old yellow line across this green here. There's another yellow line. Okay, cool. Here's another green line. These are called support levels, by the way. When it gets down to this level, it's likely to bounce up for a little bit. And if it blasts right through them, then it's Tom Petty, man. It's free falling. Because I'm free falling. So we just look at it like this, right? And here, I'll bring this out bigger so we can see right now. You can get out at its bottom. It was worth $500. These bars are not the way they work in real life. In real life, these take 2 minutes to form. In reality, I click the button, they instantly pop up, right? And so let's see here. So let's say we got out here, we flattened, we made 255, and then you just wait a little bit. You wait for this to come back down between these yellow lines, right? Well, let's see what it does. Goes up a little bit. Okay, where's the signal? Can I get a signal? Can I get a witness? Okay, that's not one. That could be one. Oh, I think that is one. I think that, well, no. I'm going to wait until it gets rid of, I'm going to wait till it goes down to this green line because then I know it's confirmation, right? Let's see what, oh, okay, went down to the green line. I'm going to sell that. Let's see what it does. Okay, 70 bucks, 245, 360, 325, 270. You can get out anytime. $870. I'm not good at these moves. I get out way early. So what did I tell you? If it gets down to that green line, I told you, if it gets down to this green line where my mouse is getting bigger, I said it's going to free fall. How do I know that? Because this giant ink blot down here tells me everybody's selling at the same time. So this is all I had to get back into used to. I mean, look, if you watch this move all the way down, you stayed in this move, you're a masochist, you can take the pressure. This move, man, this move here was worth $1,300. Let's see if it hits 1,300. If it pushes back through, because it doesn't. I think it goes back up. Now it starts to range again. And now it stays in between these yellow lines forever. Still at a $940 profit. My gosh. So there you go. Now you're getting to where you're an idiot. You should have taken your profit. But that's all you do, man. You just wait around for stuff. That's all it is. What's up, Linda? That's it, man. Draw your lines. I wasn't doing that. I was trying to, because all of December was different. December was December to remember until December 18th, and then it was a horror show. But that's the day that they said they're only rate cuts twice next year. Maybe not even twice now. But anyway, December to remember. I was getting in and getting out in half a second, making $400 in 4 different accounts. And then the market shifted, and now it ranges. Now it does called range days. So it's going to do what it's doing until it decides to fall. So you just Just got to get back into it, man. Just got to get back into it, dude. That's it. So that's what I do. It's not exactly a mysterious thing. It is what it is. I got my thing back here. Let's see. Where's my blurred? There's my blurred screen. Okay. Good stuff. Campbell knows the good stuff. Love you, man. Thanks for watching. Campbell is a shrewdest trader. He learns from drawdowns and turns them into winners. I have to. Yes, it's Trading View charting, Brad. You got it, brother. That is exactly what it is. We're on Trading View. Although I use a prop firm called Top Step, so I have them side by side. I use Trading View for different things, indicators, just a couple of them that is custom stuff, which my prop firm doesn't support. Anyways, yeah, Lorena loves support lines. Gotta have support lines, man. Gotta have support. Toronto, the 51st state. Oh my gosh, you guys are the worst. How is Sweet Caroline? She's doing good, you know. She got a little construction project that she's doing to help enable people to make money for themselves because we've been supporting them for so very long. So, you know, they said, "Oh, well, we want to go to school. We want to do this. Can you help us out?" And she's like, "How about we build something and we'll do a profit share? And then you guys will work the business and make the money for the business, and you'll be motivated to do better because you'll use that money to go to school." So she's finishing up that project now. Big T is my favorite person in the world, but it's nice to see him get to work on helping people from North Carolina. That was very nice, yeah. Am I going to any Vegas conventions? Not really a convention guy, brother. I mean, if there's a trading convention, I might go to it. I was using TradingView to chart euro versus dollar and what, Brad? Don't keep me on edge, bro. I don't know. I got a Cash App. I missed it. Cash App from Rob. Oh, thank you, Robert. Robert sent me $25. I appreciate you. And then Joseph Swaggin sent me $10. So you guys are super nice. The British pound made $2,500. Awesome, bro. Are Vegas rental prices going up due to California? Well, that's going to remain to be seen. I don't know that it's going to go up that much, but we're going to have to get the aftermath and the fallout about how long it'll actually take people to rebuild in California. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens with that. So I don't know for sure. The answer is nobody knows. No one knows, as the Queens of the Stone Age song goes. Yeah, you guys can ask any questions you want. It can be about politics or about the city. It can be about religion. I don't really care. It's fine. I can't believe I got so mad that guy called me a scammer or called Trish a scammer. I lost it. I cursed. I don't curse, however. Is the strip safe at night these days? I mean, it's as safe as any big giant tourist destination is ever going to be. Yeah. Trades this week set at 15 minutes when it dropped. So I don't trade long time frames, Brad. I trade short 2 minute bars. Am I on good terms with low carb? I don't know what happened to low carb Corey, man. His name is Corey Groshek, and I thought he was a pretty cool guy. But I had a fitness channel back in the day, and I was a jerk back then. Like you guys, some of y'all might not like me now, man. I was terrible back then. So, um, you know, YouTube infighting and stuff like that. I hope he's doing well. Do I have any pets to show you? No, no pets here. I'm not allowed to have pets at this place. Mm-mm. No pets in my current situation. You know, have you extended your trades to try for bigger profits? The only profit I know are from the Old Testament. Old stars like Carrot Top on the strip still popular. Let's get to them in order. So, I would like to extend my trades, Brad, and just to show you what that is supposed to look like under the system that we go by, and it's a guy named Oliver Velez. Um, here's the chart, right? And I will show you this. I heard a lot of people on PCH, Pacific Coast Highway, didn't have insurance on their homes. I don't know if that means the fire insurance or what. Yeah, so what happened was it farmers? We are farmers. Farmers canceled a bunch of insurance policies. Canceled a lot of insurance policies last year because they said that the risk of fire was just too great. The risk of catastrophic loss was just too great. So en masse, I think it was something like, I can't remember. There's three numbers in my head: 3,000, 10,000, or 30,000. I don't know which one it was. I know there's a huge range. Um, but, mhm. Um, but they canceled them out. And then the state has this default insurance because you can't legally own a home without homeowners insurance. So a lot of these people couldn't find new policies and they got shifted over to the state backup. So just to show you the way this should work, Brad, just to give you an idea um, about how these kinds of trades should operate. The a good entry would have been something like 2 minute time frame, right? This would have been a really good entry. It's an elephant bar that goes straight, power straight down. This next bar here, boom, that's a sell. And then you set your stop loss above, in this case, the 20 and the red line is the 20 and the white line is the 8. And then you let it run. You get to here. That's one push. That's like okay, so you see the green come back up. Now, if the next one is red, I would, okay. So the next one's red. You do a color change sell contract, right? You do a sell right there. You go in for a second contract. And then if I get one more, I'll exit out. So if I get one more push down, push up a little bit, I'm at break even. And then we can get another push down. There's the push down. So now that trade's worth two contracts and it's worth 850. And just so you know, if you had the wherewithal and the balls to stick through this, you could watch for another color change because it's at 1530 now. There's a green. If the next one is red, oh no, it's green. Okay, I'm in actual play mode now, I think. Yeah, I don't want that. So let's see if it goes back down. See, this is the problem with it. You stay in it, it doesn't go back down. It does right there. That's not a good color change. So at that point, you just flatten all and you have $1,400. That's the idea behind all this stuff. So to give you an idea of that. Let's see here. Allstate and State Farm canceled the law of policies. I mean, they did this with Cybertrucks, right? Cybertrucks. They canceled everything because they didn't want to deal with the fact that Cybertrucks are incredibly expensive to fix. They said it's not worth it to them. Tamara, or if you're, yeah, there you go. Okay, anyways. Yeah, I did text her something important. She's a friend of ours, man. She's awesome. Tamara's a fighter, dude. She's been around forever and a half. Yeah, so there you go. Oh no, la, 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 la. That was an old part of our life, so I'm going to delete all that kind of stuff. I'm being very censor heavy. So yeah, so they canceled all the insurance policies. State of California regulators wouldn't allow insurance companies to adjust rates for liability risks. Thus, the insurance companies backed out of certain liability policies. Fire. That makes sense. Did we get enough likes for? No, you're never going to get enough likes. I did that on purpose. We don't even get enough. You'd have to have a 50-50 ratio of likes to views. That video's not tracking at all. You know, that's that. So I said in my video, if I got 1,000 likes on this video, I'll tell you about how I lived with a wild cat magician with 12 tigers in my backyard, the last place. I knew I wouldn't get 1,000 likes. I thought I'd get some shares out of it. What do you think of the time bottle 99-minute time limit on a Vegas buffet? I think that's, I mean, oh man, I don't know, man. I think it's all set up to charge you more for buffets, which is not a way I'd like to be. By the way, I am in answer every question mode, so you can pepper me with questions. Let's do it. Come on, ask me a question. I'll give you an answer. What do we want to put on the screen back here? Let's see what I got. I can bring up Safari. Where is Safari? Come on, Safari. Safari, new browser window, new personal window. There it is. So I can bring up Safari. We can look at some YouTube here. We can put YouTube behind me, I guess. We'll look and see what the strip. There's not really many good strip cameras. YouTube. No, wait. YouTube. Vegas live stream. We're not going to hijack anybody's live stream. I've had people do that to me, and that sucks. Let's see here. We got the that camera. We have my old live streams. This is Sacramento, California camera. I thought there was where's the Bellagio? Did they take it off? Because that was a good one. How about Kensington, Philadelphia live cam? This is the Earth cam. We'll just deal with this one here. This one's good enough. C is for cookie. That's good enough for me. Cookie, cookie, cookie starts with C. All right, now we got to move that source around. There it is. There. Oh, wow, that's even better. Now we have the Bellagio live stream like that. That's good. Look at that. Bellagio live stream looks good. How about the Kensington? What are your thoughts on on the AI mRNA vaccines? And do you think insurance companies will use AI detection to deny or drop? I don't think that we should be putting things into our body that interfere with God's plans. I'm a Christian and I don't believe in that. I don't have an mRNA vaccine in me. I studied a lot on Pfizer and, sorry, Moderna, which was the mRNA company. And there's a major problem with mRNA vaccine. Look, you have your bodily autonomy. You know, it was absolutely criminal how we cancel people out of the military. I know Brewer, yeah, of course. Scott, I do know Brewer. Yeah, I got Brewer. I could text him right now. I could probably phone him up and put him on camera without him knowing it. I think that it was tragic how they bullied people. It was terrible. But at the same time, it's like people had a choice to get it or not get it, and they were afraid, and they tried to push fear on people in order to push the vaccine on people. But the problem with that is that I researched the heck out of those. We had two choices with those vaccines. You had the loser vaccine, the Johnson and Johnson, which they said didn't have as good as efficacy. But my wife's older than me and she's Asian, and so that puts her into two separate high risk groups. And also, she needed a vaccine to see her family she hadn't seen for years to go to the Philippines. And also, I went to the strip in the worst parts of the COVID pandemic. So we got the loser vaccine. And the loser vaccine is a vector based vaccine, which means that it works like every vaccine's worked for the last however long we've had vaccines. But the mRNA vaccine was untested, and up until 2016, it wasn't even allowed to enter into actual trials on humans. But then COVID happened, and between 2016 and 2020, suddenly in 4 years, we went from Moderna losing investors. See, Moderna was a unicorn company. And in terms of venture capitalism, a unicorn company is a company that has $1 billion valuation without a product. So Moderna had no product, but they had $1 billion of value tacked to them. But they started losing investors because they weren't able to get FDA clearance. So I found it very odd that they were able to move from not being allowed to put it into people for testing to why don't we just manufacture this around the world as fast as we possibly can and pump it into people's arms. That was just a bit of a red flag for me. Now, AI, cancer vaccines. Here's the thing about cancer vaccines. Would I get a cancer vaccine? Yes. If it was an mRNA vaccine, let's do it. Or rip my shirt off in a dramatic movie sense and just pump it into my veins. Why? Well, before you guys get all up in arms and you say that you are such, listen to this hypocrite. What a jerk. My body knows how to combat a coronavirus. Now you got to remember, a coronavirus is just a virus that looks like a crown under a microscope. My body's been combating coronaviruses since I was a little baby born out of the womb. My body doesn't know how to combat cancer. Okay? Now think about it this way. Under usual circumstances, you would never have chemotherapy. Right? This is just for me. I'm not talking about what you should do. But under regular circumstances, no person in their right mind is like, yeah, hit me with nuclear radiation. I want radiation. I want to take pills that are going to destroy all the cells in my body. No, but you will get there if they tell you that you have cancer, and you will make that decision, some of you, for yourselves if that ever happens to you. So, yes, I would get an mRNA cancer vaccine if it would save my life. And there is an off chance that I will get cardiovascular illnesses. I will have a proclivity to strokes. So I will go to the doctor and I will get way into that. And I'll be like, every year, have I had my heart scans? Have I had my heart checkups? Have I had this? Have I had that? Because I had that damn mRNA vaccine and it would do things to me that I don't like. Why did I turn into a Southerner? I'm talking like I'm a Southerner. So I want you guys to consider that when you get all up in arms and feverishly upset about the thing. Now, are they going to raise insurance rates? You betcha. It's going to be hard for us. The mark of the beast is coming. You won't be able to participate in our economy unless you have it. A lot of people will have it. A lot of people will not have the mark of the beast. They will be destroyed and killed publicly for not having it. But the people that don't have it will be sacrifices and they will refuse it. So others may refuse it so they can get in the kingdom of heaven. Anyways, cardiologists here in San Diego say either the virus attacked my heart or the vaccine did. I know, and that's terrible, Tamara. I know you're going through stuff. Uh, I got both the flu and COVID vaccines this December. See, and that's your choice, bro. I'm not judging you for nothing, man. I just worry about insurance companies using the AI. Oh yeah, man. AI is gonna swallow us all. Have you heard of this thing now? The AI agents? ChatGPT, OpenAI just rolled out their AI agents, and now these are things that are supposed to do tasks for you. So if you do a task that involves you going online, maybe you go online and you enter inventory from one website to another, or you go and you run your accounting. So these are agents that are supposed to be able to link into everything. People are not going to think for themselves anymore. And we're going to get to a point where, and this is one thing I don't like, I'm happy that Trump is bringing $500 billion of investment to America. But I'm not too happy that in the way we're doing it, it's going to empower billion-dollar tech startups and companies and people who already have way too much control over our lives to give us and exert more control over our lives because we're already part cyborg. I know you're like, oh, this guy's an idiot. I'm not an idiot. By the way, if you find this chat even remotely interesting, why don't you share it with somebody else? Maybe you like my style of introspection and reflection. I don't know. But to think about it this way, we have all the knowledge of the history of the world in our hands, at any given moment. We have all the knowledge of everything in our hands. And we have that ability to access it on the fly, high speed, highest speed we've ever had. But, with great power comes great responsibility. You know, I'm a hypochondriac. I think I'm dying all the time. So I go on ChatGPT and I say, why can I feel my heartbeat after a hot bath? And why do I have a vein bulging in my head? Oh, it turns out that a hot bath is a vasodilator and it makes all your blood vessels relax. And okay, great. How do I combat that? And that helps me out. But it gets to a point where like the world is just living a lie while tech companies swallow us whole. Let's see here. I had to get one COVID vaccine for work and got COVID 2 weeks after. That happens a lot. AI should be highly regulated for very smart people by very smart people to ensure people continue to have jobs and purpose. We're not going to have a lot of jobs in the next 5 to 10 years. We're not. It's we're going to get to a point of artificial super intelligence soon. And when that hits, there's going to be a lot of people that are out of work. You're going to have people that, like, for example, the phlebotomist will always have work. That's the person who draws your blood. The lab tech will be out of work because this is serious. Think about it this way. If you ever had blood drawn, it's a process, right? You show up, you fast, you get to your tests, they take the blood. The phlebotomist does a physical thing. They're like, okay, yeah, put the thing on your arm, blood, ship it off to a lab. The lab tech then takes your sample and runs it through the computer and checks it for consistencies and makes sure it's good. And then then that goes to the computer. I mean, we're going to get to where they take your blood sample, they put it on a swab, they stick it into a machine, and 10 seconds later, it gives you your output. Here's your output. So that lab tech that might have been getting paid, $75,000 a year is going to be out of work. They're going to have to do something. So if you have children in your life, men, if you have boys, you need to get them into the trades because, like, right now, I don't know of an AI robot that can do your plumbing. I don't know of an AI robot that can construct a home for you. I don't know of any kind of AI robot that can do electrical work for you. The electrician who's smart already knows about this stuff and he's already using this stuff in his work, but he still has to physically do the thing. Anyways. Let's see here. What else we got? Hydroxychloroquine. It's a wonder drug. My father's been on HCl forever. He has rheumatoid arthritis, and it's a virus, and it's an autoimmune disease, and he has to take hydroxychloroquine. He gets sick less than most people. Go figure. Um, Sightings over the skies. I have not seen any sightings over the skies in Vegas. Has there been a tremendous amount? We didn't have any drones over here. Thanos scam machine for blood work. It will be real. Yeah. If you don't know, Brad is talking about, I can't remember her name right now, but go to a channel, Cold Fusion Thanos. He does good little documentaries on stuff. And this lady that got super rich lying to people about her ability to read people's bloods with something that just sticks on your finger. We're going to get to that point. But we're also going to get to a point where children don't have to think and nobody thinks about anything and everything just kind of like we enter into like idiocracy. Let's see here. Pete Carroll is the new head coach of the Raiders. Should this excite me? Pete Carroll. What? Pete Carroll, right? Seattle Seahawks. Should I be excited about Pete Carroll? Should I give a darn? Let's see here. Elizabeth Holmes. There you go. I was trying to think of her name. By the way, we're checking out the Bellagio behind me. I can actually reduce the let's see, can I? Hey, hey, stupid thing. Why aren't you coming up? Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. I can reduce the blur, I think. Let's see here. Left screen, no blur. And then where's my left screen blur? Left screen is here. Okay. So I can actually reduce that, I think. Oh, I can't. Properties. Filters. Nothing's working. My mouse clicks and OBS aren't working. I hate this software with a passion. Oh, I see what it is. Cancel. Now it'll work. Let's reduce the blur on this. So, still not working. I'm telling you, man, OBS is the software that every single person on the planet uses, and I can't get it to work right. She lives in Menlo Park. As a religious person, was the bishop out of line when blasting her political views from the pulpit in front of Trump? First of all, oh man, you're going to hate me for this. I'm going to be labeled as, I have to look up the passage, just so you know. Remind me where it says in the Christian Bible that women should not be leaders of churches. Because this is a thing. It really is. This is a big, hotly contested debate in the Christian world. I had to look this up before. In Timothy, which is it says a woman should learn in the quietness and full submission. A woman should learn as in be in the church, be in the worship, be in a woman should learn in quietness and full submission. I do not permit a woman to teach or assume authority over a man. She must be quiet. This is directly relating when he says learn to church. So right there, that was my first thing. I'm like, well, there are no women pastors. There are no women priests. Like, what kind of church did they go to? And I blame Donald Trump. He set himself up for this. He should have known that this was coming because of the church he went to, and he would have seen what kind of church it was. It's not hard to figure out what churches are like. I mean, it's like you'll figure it out, man. Go online. Everything's online. Um, I know. Well, I saw it and I'm like, is Rachel Maddow's grandmother here? I don't understand. So yeah, and so that's what it is. And then there's in Corinthians, women should remain silent in the churches. It says it right in the Bible. Women should remain silent in the churches. They are not allowed to speak, but must be in submission, as the law says. If they want to inquire about something, they should ask their own husbands at home. Now, I'm not that draconian, man. Women should not be shut the hell up in the church, don't say any words. But it says it right in the Bible. So why did Trump even go to that church? He sets himself up for bullcrap. And he's got people around him, and he makes it like that. So that whole thing negates the entire thing around it. And obviously, it was a woke pastor, but everybody's entitled to their opinion. That's America. That's what makes America great. Whether or not you subscribe to their thoughts, that's on you. That's entirely on you. So, but that's my thoughts on it. All his people had to do was Google search, but I would think that a person of God would behave. I would not think, but who would think? People are driven by their agendas. It's how we're kind of made. I think that religion and politics should remain separate. Trump didn't put his hand on the Bible. Everybody lost their minds over that. Thomas Jefferson also didn't put his hand on the Bible, and he was Dutch Reformed Church. Advertising keeps coming up on your stream. I didn't set that. I apologize. YouTube sets that, and I'm sorry. I'm very sorry that it's happening. Um, Maybe I can change that setting. I'm not really sure. Uh, Show your support. No, why would I super chat myself? How dumb is that? Let's see here. Click on here. Participants, moderation mode, activity, reactions, pop out chat, send feedback. Live chat fan funding. I don't see anything here. I can see that Jersey T sent $1.99 and James Harvard sent $5. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm sorry that I don't see a way to. I'll try to take them off, I guess. I mean, the positive thing is I'll make $1 or $2 for the stream on YouTube ads. I haven't seen the ads. If you guys have YouTube Premium, you won't see any ads. Hi, Stephen. Hope you're having a great evening. Hi, Maria Ann. How you doing, young lady? Nice to see you. But yeah, you got to vet things. It's just like with Carolyn Goodman. If you guys remember during the COVID-19 pandemic, Carolyn Goodman made the mistake of going on Anderson Cooper 360. And the thing is, you may not like Anderson Cooper's politics, but he is a masterful interviewer. That's what he does. He's very, very good at it. And he backed her into a corner. And there's a way to debate people. Ben Shapiro is very good at debating people. JD Vance is also excellent at debating people. Barack Obama was good at debating people, if I got to play both sides of the fence here. So she didn't know what she was getting into, and it was a bad situation for her. She got backed into a corner until he said, "So what you're saying," and that's the worst way. Don't do that in a call. So what you're saying is, no, that's not what I'm saying. But he said, "So what you're saying is, we should just open up Las Vegas like a petri dish." Well, I get, yeah, fine, sure, whatever. And that was it. That was their soundbite. They got the crazy mayor from Vegas, but she was right. She was very right. Great live chat. Love how you answer. I try, Travis. Yeah, man. What's the point, dude? I used, dude, this is not a Vegas channel anymore at this point. What am I even doing with my life? Hi, Steven. Do you ever watch any preppers? No, I've heard of the Canadian prepper, dude. I have a real friend who's an actual prepper. He owns a house in the middle of the desert in Nevada with containers buried underneath. And until he sold them all, he had a lot of firearms and he was off the grid and he had solar and wind power and an actual well with a natural aquifer. And I've been to that house. I've seen the prepper lifestyle, bro. It's crazy, man. Steven, I don't think I'm a good debater. I get frustrated. I mean, it's easy to get frustrated. You just got to know what to look for with people. People will, if they're good, they'll try to work you into a corner and set you up. And if you're good, you'll try to get back away from it. I get frustrated too. But yeah, I mean, I'm not any smarter than anybody, folks. I mean, I'm just me. So if I can learn it, you can learn it. Go to Charisma on Command, watch some of their old videos. Activists, judges, and reporters are what's wrong with our country. Yeah, those people are in power, and it's, oh, Maria Ann, thank you so much, $3. Those people are in power, and it is a frustration because power corrupts people. Absolutely, it does. Um, let's see here. No ads. Hi, Stephen. How's Caroline? Should be home in a few months. She's doing a project to help people help themselves over there. I like Canadian Prepper's channel on the edge of the seat as he is. He gives good info in a small amount of time. His work into putting it together and thankful at the least. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Stephen. How's Caroline? Okay. How do you deal with the anxiety like large crowds? I pray and stuff like that. I know that anxiety, a lot of it is created in one's mind, and the mind is corrupt. So I pray. I've been doing that a lot lately. Like just drive, and I'll just start like thinking something really negative, and I'll say, "Wait a minute, that's not the way that I'm supposed to be. That doesn't make any sense." Like I was doing it on a live stream. I was coming home on a live stream, and I was having these blue thoughts because it was my birthday live stream, right? And anyway, I started listening to music and all the songs made me sad. So I pulled over and I know it sounds like I'm a psychopath and you can say whatever you want about me. And that's you don't have to believe what I believe. But I told the Satan, I told the devil, I said, "You don't have a right to do this to me." I said, "I just got off a live stream. I didn't make people give me money. They donated because they like me. And my wife loves me. And God loves me too. And people are into me. And I'm not going to be negative. Why? Because it's my birthday and I don't have all of the riches of the world yet. And then I asked God to protect me. And I said, I need to put my armor on and get rid of him. And I felt immediately better. Immediately better. The band Sugar is playing on Fremont Street. Cool. Let's see here. So that's how I deal with a lot of that stuff nowadays because it really is to me just a matter of reorganizing your thoughts to realize that it's not the situation that you think it is. And of course, anxiety and stress can be physiological. It can be a physical response to things, but unless you're jacked up on drugs or alcohol, usually those are things that can be mitigated through clarifying your thoughts. You got to rebuke the devil has no power. I mean, it's so crazy, I know. But it works, dude. It works. Some of the coolest, chillest people I know are people that are most into God and Jesus. But anyways, ask questions. Come on, let's go. Come on, Sige. Sige. Can't believe- That means let's go in Filipino. Sige na. If you had kids and could afford it, would you send them to? Yeah, there's an academy out here. It's a constitutional, foundational Christian academy, and I would 100% send my kids there. Of course, I would. Absolutely, 1000% without question. That's great. That's what we used to base everything on. That's what we used to base everything on, and we had less crimes and we had less murders and all that stuff. Stephen Campbell, have you ever traveled through the Vegas desert at night in search for the Great Spirit in the sky? Uh, how's the song? Gonna go to the place that's the best. Is that the song? No, I never. I worked as a psychiatric nurse around 2010, and one of the best free advices I can give to anyone is be confident. Trust the higher power, never give up, even if you feel your nails are bleeding. How's the Rio doing in its comeback? Don't call it a comeback. It's been here for years. Um, I like the Rio. I think it's great. Next time I do a stream, I don't know when that's going to be exactly, but I'm going to go to the Rio and explore it again. It's one of my funnest places, and it's great. It's just that it's a little dangerous off of the back of Rio on Twain, especially at night. But if you stay on Flamingo Road, you got Chick-fil-A and Del Taco across the street. There's a Walgreens. Those are my favorite types of places. When you go on vacation, you got to pick a hotel that has like fast food in the parking lot. I remember when we were in gosh, golly, where were we? Oh, we was in Arizona and there was a McDonald's across the way. And then we went to Austin and there was a Whataburger. And I'm like, yeah, let's do this. Compartmentalize. I like it. Who's that weird guy who made a YouTube video about you and your net worth? Oh, there's been several. There's been several of those. Yeah, how much does not leaving Las Vegas make? Those are great videos. I love it. Thank you so much, Paul Rotter. Paul Rotter sent $5 to our PayPal. I haven't even put up the address. Wow, you guys are so nice. Um, but anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, people do those videos all the time. How much does not leaving Las Vegas make? How much does this guy make? How much does that guy? That's great. If they're making those videos about you, you know you're doing something right. You know, if you're a celebrity and they can't type your name and then the space bar and then N and .c net worth, you're not doing the right thing. Where would I go for cheap steak and eggs? Oh man, they used to have trucker specials around the valley at locals places. I would probably try the oh my gosh, I can never remember it. Ellis Island. They have cheap food at the Village Pub. That's what it's called. Mm-hmm. It's probably your best bet. I mean, the Strip Lost Oceans One Bar and Grill. So, oh, Commander is trying to post it up there. Kyle says Bill's gambling hall. Okay. Commander Kane's posting up the donation link. Uh-oh. Oh man, it's just got real. What can I tell you? I should keep this up here so I don't miss any donations. I'll prop this phone right up here, just like that. What's my favorite Campbell cuisine? Tonight I'm gonna make my low carb pizza. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm a zero carb pizza. Do you like Star Trek, Star Wars, or both, or hate them? I am a huge fan of Star Trek: The Next Generation. That's one of my favorite series of all time, and I binge watched that in the past. I am a big fan of the original Star Wars movies, and probably a little an unpopular opinion. I'd say I really like the 90s stuff, what the Phantom Menace, the Clone Wars. I really Attack of the Clones. I liked those. Not Attack of the Clones. What was it? It was the Phantom Menace. I don't remember. There were the three. So I like the first six Star Wars movies. I actually dug the J.J. Abrams movie, but I'm a sucker for anamorphic lenses and stupid lens flares and stuff like that. I want to go see that Showgirl movie with Pamela Anderson just because of what they filmed it on. They filmed it on 35 millimeter stock footage, like stock film, with this giant. I was posting it to Savage Tales, but I just want to see it because the cinematography looks great, and in a perfect world, I'd be like a cinematographer or a filmmaker, and I love that kind of stuff, you know. Am I going to the Trump rally? No, dude, I'm stuck at home for a little bit. Stuck at home for a little while. That's why I'm here. Are you pre, mid, post tribulation? What does that mean? I don't know. If you're asking me a religious thing, here, let me ask the thing. Somebody on my YouTube live stream just asked me, am I pre, mid, or post tribulation? What does that mean? Is it religious? I don't know things. I asked ChatGPT. Uh, whoa, this is a new name. Um, it's SA, and I don't want to say your name because I don't know if you're in the chat under this name. Some people don't like it when I use your name. Send a cash app for $10. S is the first name, A is the second name. If you want to say who you are in the chat, I'll definitely shout you out. Okay, so it's tribulation, right? The tribulation, a future period described in the Bible. Oh, you're asking me if we're in Revelation. That's what you're asking me. Are we living through Revelation? What a great question. That's really deep. I don't know enough about Revelation except I watched this video on it and it scared the living you know what's out of me. I mean, rivers turning to blood. The sun is so hot that it boils your skin. The mark of the beast, the horseman. I'm like, I don't want to watch this anymore. It scared the heck out of me. But it was scary. Um, so there's a whole thing there on if we're living through it. We're living in the end times. Um, we're living in the end times. I mean, it's been the end times since Jesus' crucifixion, as far as I'm concerned. But I don't know where we are on that. I mean, a lot of people thought the mark of the beast was different things, and everybody likes to say that we're living through that, and oh, we already have it. Well, no, we don't. I mean, until they tell you you can't participate in the economy until you have this thing. But yeah, it's coming. I'll tell you that much. Let's see here. SA, I said thank you. I don't know if I should use your name. Some people don't want me to use their name, you know. So they send me $10 in Cash App. Let's see, what else do we got here? Is Palace Station? I have not been to Palace Station ever. I know. I used to live in that neighborhood. I used to live off of Sahara and Durango, Decatur, and I never go there. Is that you, Sep? I appreciate you. Thank you, Sep. I appreciate you, brother. My live reviews are the best. Well, I'm happy that you think that. I mean, that's kind of cool of you to say. That's good. I'm really impressed with Verizon Wireless holding up like a champ. Hey, you guys can ask me a question now. To 146 people watching, which crazy enough is as much as some people get on a live stream on the strip. So if you don't ask a question in the next few minutes, I'm gonna go and make um, ketogenic pizza. We should do this more often. I'm gonna probably do it tomorrow night too. I need to talk to people and reach out. I did start playing Tears of the Kingdom on Nintendo Switch again, and I'm so frustrated and up and down with it. It's one of my favorite. This 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 is the best thing anybody could own. If you're an old school gamer, like you just like old games, get one of these things because this is I'm so happy with this. This is my one investment. This is Zelda. I mean, it's like I gotta watch. I don't play it too much. Your mom used to live at Cimarron in Decatur. No, Cimarron and Decatur doesn't make sense. Charleston and Decatur. Cimarron and Decatur run parallel to each other, so it can't be Cimarron. The Palace has a nice buffet. I've eaten the buffets in the past, you know, at the locals hotels. So that's the Station Casino. We ate at Sunset Station. The buffet wasn't bad. As long as they have good pizza and fried chicken, although I don't eat any carbs. Cinderella and Decatur, I've never heard of that. That must be a little small street. What's the actual big street? It's the big streets, it's going to be simple. It's either Charleston, it's going to be like Spring Mountain, Desert Inn, it's going to be Flamingo, Tropicana. No, I didn't go out on the strip tonight. My body is healing nicely, and I have a crisis going on at home. Arville? No, Arville and Decatur run parallel to each other, bro. My sister lived around Charleston and Decatur. Yeah, that's that neighborhood is okay. It's all right. It's a little, it's a little, you know, it's not bad. It's not the worst thing in the world. Oh man, give me half a second. I'll be right back. 136 people. Why don't you pepper me with some questions? I'll do a rapid fire Q&A. Give me a moment. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to deal with something. More people than when I left. What in the heck? He said drop questions. Okay, so here we go. Blah 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 blah. Steven will be right back. Has these messages. Bathroom break. It's time for your show. He said drop questions and answer rapid fire in a minute. I go with cereal, then milk also. I miss cereal so much. Oh, I used to eat a box of it when I was a gym guy. Nature calls. Okay, I don't mind ketchup on my hot dog as long as the bun is tight. That sounds sexual. Is that sexual? I don't know. What's the last time you had a soda? Today. Um, they're cheap. Caffeine. I haven't been sleeping. Anyways, might as well go for a soda. Nobody cares and nobody cries. Bum, 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 bum. I've been to Trump Tower on the live stream for sure. Yeah, we went there and we were looking up, and you could see the blast damage on the top of Trump Tower. How many licks does it take? Apparently two. You're talking about the center of the Tootsie Rolls or the Tootsie Pop. Great conversation and stream. Thank you. The adverts we get here on YouTube are all scams and nonsense, drives viewers away from your YouTube premium. Uh, I think that I would like to make $1 or $2 on the stream. And I mean, look, if I put up a chat goal, I might not hit it. Like people, ow, just tweaked my back. I can't always, count on that kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't think, I mean, the thing is, YouTube is such a big platform and they have been really aggressive on the ads and it really blows. I've been paying for YouTube Premium since the minute it launched years ago. I won't live without it. I consume everything on my iPad. I don't even turn on my TV anymore. And I watch a lot of YouTube stuff and a lot of Hulu. So I get it. I get it. I don't like ads either. Do you rip all the toppings off pizza and throw the rest away? No, no. I actually make a pizza recipe out of Monterey Jack or Mexican cheese. About 3 cups. I shred it in I put it on the puree mode to make it as small as possible. And then I take 2 eggs and put that in there. And I put some seasoning in there. And if Philadelphia cream cheese didn't skyrocket and go up by 30% in the last month, I would use Philadelphia cream cheese, but I don't have any on hand. You mix that up, you put it on a pizza tray. Well, first of all, you put parchment paper down on pizza tray. You spread it out, put another piece of parchment paper, pop it in the oven, bake it on 400 degrees in my Breville air fryer oven. It's a convectional oven for 10 minutes. Take that off, take the top parchment off, put Frank's Red Hot sauce on there, and then 2 cups of mozzarella. I was using pepperoni, but I'm not using pepperoni because there is a tremendous amount of nitrates, and I was using so much of it, I don't want to damage my body or my heart or give me gout or something like that. And by the way, the toe is better. It was an ingrown toenail. And so that's how you do it. And it tastes really good. And it's like if you've ever been to a Brazilian steakhouse and you've had cheese bread, you are essentially making a cheese bread crust of pizza. However, that's like probably 2,000 calories, and I'll eat the whole thing in one sitting. Throughout the day, I eat various stuff. So I'm going to do that tonight. You can't eat like that all the time on a ketogenic diet because you're going to miss nutrients that you get from better stuff like meats and things like this. Here we go. Will Barack and Jennifer Aniston make a good power couple? I think Barack Obama is actually gay. There is a lot of evidence to back it up. It's an allegedly. It's my opinion. I think the whole thing with Jennifer, or he's a bisexual. And if he is, good on you, Barack. Whatever. You do you, let your freak flag fly. Who frickin' cares? But I don't think that I just don't know anymore. What's the opinion on the Fantastic Indoor Swap Meet? I never go to Fantastic Indoor Swap Meet. I like it. It's Fantastic Indoor Swap Meet is located not far off the strip. It's right on the corner of, I want to say Oki. Yes, no. Yes. Yeah, because Alta is further over. It's on the corner of Oki Boulevard and Decatur Boulevard. It's been around since like the 1970s. It's really cool. It's kind of kitschy. They name the aisles after old Vegas hotels and stuff. Like you have the Aladdin and the Hacienda and the Tropicana, all not with us anymore. And you can get local honey and some good stuff there. But I don't really go there. I'd like to go back there. Why not? I remember this one time my wife got on this collecting of these little porcelain pigs, and I had to keep going back, and I didn't really have the money to get her the pigs, but I really wanted to, so I was going like, oh, baby, okay, I'll try to hustle some deposits on my timeshare. You're doing a timeshare tour, you can ask them for a refundable cash deposit. It's like getting paid up front. I'll try to do that this weekend. And YouTube Premium. Okay, hold on. Loofah or wash rag? Dude, I don't bathe. Are you kidding me, Catherine? That's for losers, for poor people. No, I use a body wash and scrub down with a scrub sponge daddy, man. Scrub daddy. Rip that skin off. I come out of there looking as red as this background. It's great. What would Arnold say about the alleged rumor? I don't know. Arnold's not coming out to play because Arnold hurts my voice. You got to make a 5 year later follow up for Vegas closed for open for business for Hope. I should. I can do it a lot better. I got my pocket camera, but I don't. You know what? I have to use an action camera, and I don't even. Oh, break the illusion. Oh, oh boy! Look at that. Oh, what? You're not actually at the Bellagio? No, not at the Bellagio. But that's funny. I can't find it. I don't have a GoPro anymore. I gave all my GoPros to people in the Philippines. They all have these dreams of making YouTube channels, and they're trying to shoot content underwater on like a 10-year-old Galaxy phone that barely is working and it's got a crack. And I'm like, don't bring your phone underwater anymore. Here's a GoPro. I gave most of my camera gear away to people that could maybe make a buck or two off of it on YouTube. So I'd have to find mine, and I'm not going to invest in a GoPro. I love them. I wish I could afford one, but I'm not buying a GoPro Hero, whatever it is, 18, 19, 20. anytime soon. And I would need that to do the follow up properly because I would want to take the same GoPro point of view to before and after. And then in this case, because I did get blessed last year, I could afford the iPad for work. I'd take the iPad and I would actually mark out the clips and then I could actually frame them up and side by side it. It would be pretty cool. Let's see here. You got to make another 5-year video. What's your Red Hot Chili Pepper song? Would you like to see them? I like Red Hot Chili Peppers, but I don't know like all their lyrics because he talks real fast, you know. Californication. Uh, there's one song, Psycho Sexy, that nobody should listen to. It's very crass and sexual. Under the bridge. Blood Sugar Sex Magic. I used to go to the Calgary Public Library and they had CDs that you could take out. I had a CD player when I was a kid. Man, I must have been like, I don't know, 14, 13 years old listening to that stuff. You shouldn't be able to take that out of the library if you're a 13-year-old kid. Would I like to see a Vegas residency of them? No. I'd like to see the Foo Fighters in Vegas residency. That would be an amazing Vegas residency. I don't think that, I don't know if they'll ever perform ever again, but they may not. That would be a great Vegas residency. Other residencies that would pique my interest, not really anything. Weird Al Yankovic. Bring him to the residency. I have a strange question. Michelle Obama was not at the inauguration, but the other previous presidents' wives were. Anything to do with Obama finally out of the office? No power, no puppet. It could be that she was along with it. So people in politics will get married because they want to be a power couple. And when the power goes away, they may not be a couple anymore. That's it. I mean, I think Joe Biden was trying to push Joe Biden to be president because there was photos of her in the Situation Room where Joe Biden should be sitting. And it's like, who's actually running the country? That's the scariest thing about the last 4 years because we got to be told over and over. And I feel so bad because I listen to Biden. I don't like his policies, but he was a great orator back in the day. If you listen to him when he was running before and he didn't get the nomination, but they gave it to Hillary, like he's a very good speaker when his mind worked, but his mind doesn't work anymore. And so, yeah, who's running the show? Who they all do it for power, absolute power, man. It's the battle. Everybody wants more, and they'll do anything to get it sometimes. Let's see here. How about Canadian bacon on your pizza? You know what? That could be an option for you. That could be it. That could be it. I could do that. Buy some black cherry juice for your gout. Well, I don't eat any vegetables. I don't eat any fruits. I don't eat any sugar. I don't eat any carbohydrates. I just use animal products, and I don't have gout. What I had was an ingrown toenail and I still have a bit of a sore spot on that toe. And what I did was I consulted Dr. GPT and I kept going through it and I kept taking better. And then I realized I had an ingrown toenail. So I went to the store, I cut the nail down, I put Neosporin on it for a few days. The minute I cut the nail down and kind of pried it out a little bit after a soak, the pain was 90% gone. It was crazy. I agree. You should take ad revenue. The public just want YouTube to vet the scams. Oh, Steven, now absolutely. Now I don't know if you probably left. The thing about whatever ads you're seeing is that you did that to yourself. You do it to yourself, you do, and that's what really hurts, as Radiohead once said. You're doing the ads to yourself. That's what it is. Okay. Now, a lot of people think I'm a moron for using Apple products. Yeah, Apple is overpriced. You're stupid. Just buy a $200 laptop. Thing about Apple products is they have an insane amount of ad trackers in them. Like if I go into Safari browser on my phone right now, and I open up, whoa, okay, oh, whoa, geez, what the heck is going on? Um, Anyways, if I go into this and I click on this and I go to, I don't know, it's up here somewhere. Safari automatically blocks trackers and you can actually see a privacy report. So when you see ads on YouTube, somebody was saying to me, Stephen, when I go on your trading channel, I'm seeing ads for trading products. They compete directly with you. I said, that's because you look at trading stuff online because you're interested in financials. If you were interested in arts and crafts, you'd see Hobby Lobby ads on your feed on Not Leaving Las Vegas. If you were interested into automotive repair, you'd see automotive ads for AutoZone on your YouTube feed. And so you're giving so much to the companies. And Google runs the biggest ad network on the planet called I think it's called AdSense, right? There's something else. and they know everything about you, and it's actually terrifying if I get into it. Big Mike, Big Mike. Here we go. Um, Agree you shouldn't take advert. Larry St. Clair. Don't know who Larry St. Clair is. Best pizza in Vegas is at the Vig inside. No, it's actually you should try Joe's New York Pizza. If you want to get to Joe's New York Pizza off of Paradise and Harmon by UNLV. There's also one of the South outlets. Joe's New York Pizza is fantastic, and Brooklyn's Best is also quite good, I think. What's my favorite Beatles album? Um, man, it's a top. It's hard because sometimes I get into the mood to listen to old Beatles stuff where it's all just silly love songs. What's wrong with that? I'd like to know, as Paul McCartney once said. And sometimes I get into the newer stuff that the Beatles did at the end of their career. It's all so good, man. But if I had to pick one above all of them, probably oh, it's so tough. What could I listen to over and over again? Probably Abbey Road because it's so good and it goes and it has so many different genres in it, and it's yeah. And I mean, and Frank Sinatra said something, the Beatles song, something in the way she moves. He said that's his like the perfect song. Frank Sinatra said that. So if Frank said that, I'm trusting him on it. And it attracts me like no other. I can't sing today. I have congestion in my throat. Oh my gosh, it's been forever since I've seen you. Hello from OG from first years. What's up, Army Joe? Nice to see you, bro. That's for pots. I don't know. Okay. Have you been to Lake Las Vegas lately? Is it a ghost town yet? Nah, they're just gonna pump water into Lake Las Vegas. If you're talking about the fact that the aquifer underneath Vegas is slowly drying up, that's been happening for decades, bro. I don't know that it's ever gonna dry up. Actually, Lake Las Vegas is gonna get busier because I don't know if you remember, but I did a video on graffiti artist, our friend Black 57. We were across the street from Lake Las Vegas. We could see it from where we were doing that graffiti video. If you don't know, look up Not Leaving Las Vegas Graffiti. What a great video that was, man. Great stuff. And go in there and watch it. And now that's being built like huge, like 800 condo units or something. So Lake Las Vegas is only going to get busier. Mind blown on what? I'm so far behind the chats, man. I'm so far behind in the chats. Oh, peeling back the onion. Your guys are talking about this effect. It's a green screen. Yeah, we can put anything behind us. Now I'm in Hawaii. Ukalakihiki, Kamanyawandalemi, Passapoi Mahalo. That's a reference. What movie is that from? 90s kids know that movie, I just said. I'm a fan of the old SCTV. I've never been a 70s comedy guy as much, but I do appreciate a lot of the stuff in there and Canadian Great White North and all that stuff. Would you like some batteries? Boom, boom. I mean, that was good stuff, I'm sure. And it spawned everything from, it spawned all these different stuff, and it really, yeah, it was great culturally. I get ads for games on your phone, and I don't play games on my phone. We really like Brooklyn's Best. My boyfriend is from New York. Hey, Tamara, this is the best pizza. I'm from New York. You should listen. The Scrub Daddies for pots. Dude, actually, no. I mean, if you are willing to exfoliate the heck out of your skin, I figure if it won't rip the coating off a nonstick pan, it's okay for me. I'm surprised that people don't fall over when you pull back the green screen. Grease is the word. Red green was awesome. Yeah, I mean, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. XDGen Gambler had a super chat. Thank you. My gosh, I'm terrible at this game. That's from the movie Toy Story. Eagles Hotel California. On a dark desert highway, cool breeze in my hair, warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. In a shimmering distance, no, off away in the distance, I saw a shimmering light. My head grew heavy and my heart grew heavy and my head grew dim. I had to rest for the night. Mmm. Oh my gosh. Something, something, saw the mission bell. I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. And still those voices were calling from far away. Call me up in the middle of the night just to hear them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lonely place, such a lonely face. Ready a room at the Hotel California. Any time of year you can find us here. Her mind was Tiffany twisted. She got the Mercedes Benz. She got a little pretty, pretty boys that she calls friends. Hmm. Oh my gosh, I can't remember the next line. Oh. Sweet summer scent. Some dance to remember, some dance to forget. So I called to the captain, please give me that wine. He said, we haven't had that kind of spirit here since 1969. And still those voices are calling from far away. Call me up in the middle of the night just to hear them say. Then it goes into the thing. And that's the song, right? Dance in the Courtyard. Thank you. Missed that one. Anyway, someone asked, did I miss the answer? Is the A Stadium a sure thing? Sure looks like they're trying to wheelbarrow it in, man. Better movie, Toy Story or the toy with... Never saw the toy with Richard Pryor, man. That was a little before my time. I like Toy Story. The third one went woke. I don't know why they did what they did. Yeah, Hotel California. Hotel California spilled out of my mouth like a jerk. Um, yeah, anyways, you guys are a great audience. What a wonderful audience, as Jimmy on South Park once said. I went on my X account. I don't pay for X anymore. I can't afford it, man. It's like $30 a month for X, and I gotta pay to get exposure. So I posted a meme of Trump dancing over Team America World Police. America, heck yeah. And I put the Trump dance on top of it. It's actually kind of funny. If this damn application was going to work the way it should, it's not working the way it should. Oh man, what a pain in the butt that is. Let me see if I can go here and window capture left screen. Yeah, it's not working the way I'd like it to, but that's okay. Toy Thor, yeah, I mean, it was like, oh, all the girl power, girl power. I'm all for women in movies, but I just didn't vibe with it. Anyways, yeah, so you guys are great. I got to get off here, so that's good. How is Al going to affect the... Oh, I don't... Who's Al? We already talked about that. I said, essentially, I think what's going to end up happening is that we're going to have more AI integration into algorithms that run everything. It's going to be calculating your comps down to the penny. I think it's going to be a less human touch. I think Vegas will go from a place where it's not what you know but who you know to it is what they know about you. I think they're going to use geofencing and geolocation on phones to track using Bluetooth technology because your Bluetooth has different types of bands in it. Like I use AirTags and it can track me up to 20 feet away. It can give me directional, like right down to it. I said, where are my keys? And I press the button and it's like a divining rod where it just says, oh, to the left, 10 feet, 9 feet, 6 feet. You're on top of them. So I think they're going to integrate a lot of these things and they're going to try to reward players for installing their apps that will use the technologies in modern day smartphones to track you on the casino floor to know where you're spending the most amount of time. And because right now, right, casino comps are basically mostly based off of the amount of time you have and the amount of play you have, play being dollars spent. So I think once we can really dial in how much time a person have at a table, and they'll be able to track you to what table you're at, what particular table are you at. You won't even have to take your phone out of the pocket. You just have to grant the permission for location access. Open the app, check in, and it'll track you around. And then at that point, they're going to know ultimately, and it might end up with you getting less comps, but it might end up with some players that were getting less comps getting more comps, you see, because the casinos will always throw extras over at the big gamers, just presupposing they're big gamers, you know. But what if the little gamer comes out a little bit on top on this? It's a possibility. Do you believe that TikTok will go public? Trump's talking about what we used to call a PPP, private public partnership. And this is a good idea. Lots of states have done this to get jobs done better and faster. I believe Texas does it. I know Alberta, Canada, where I'm originally from, does that. And a public private partnership is where a governmental agency partners with a third party business. Similar to what Lincoln did in building the railroads. He granted incredibly cheap land to that the government owned to private rail companies that could install the rails, and then he incentivized them. He said, do it by this date, you'll get a big bonus. So Trump's talking about the US government having a 50% stake in TikTok and somebody else having to put in 50% of the money. And he makes some good points. Like TikTok is worth zero if it's not running. It's worthless. If it is running, it could be worth $1 trillion. What does that mean? That means the US government has a $500 billion asset that it could put on its balance sheet. The problem with this is that governments should not own social media networks under any circumstances ever. The government should not own that. And there have been Supreme Court cases in the past. I don't know the name, but it was versus, what it was in Pennsylvania back in the day, and I still think you might have it. You have mining towns. Mining towns. They could have 10,000 people in the mining town. Think about it like Foxconn in Asia, right? There's 80,000 people, 300,000 people work at one factory. So maybe 10,000 people live in this town. And of that, maybe the able-bodied men who work in the mines is 6,000 of them. And somebody was protesting in the mining town against the mining company. And the mining company put him in prison. But he was protesting in the town square. He wasn't walking into the offices and holding up a picket sign. He was standing outdoors. And the mining town argued that this is our town. We own this land. It's a mining town. You can't protest against us. Just like how a Walmart would say you can't walk into Walmart and say Walmart sucks in the lobby of the Walmart at the front doors inside by the greeter. And the Supreme Court overturned it. He said that they said that you just because you own the land doesn't mean you get to not, get to dictate speech that's on, public right of ways in the land that you own. So, in the same sense, should the government own social media networks? No. No, absolutely not. Social media networks should be free access and unfettered access to anybody to post pretty much anything, unless it's, go and, unalive a Jewish person or a Muslim. Like, that's never okay. You can't speak hate on these platforms. But the problem with social media platforms is that they hide behind something called Section 230 in our law. And Section 230 was drafted so that public places are not held responsible for what people say. So Section 230 is supposed to protect the platform from the comments of the users. What that means is that if somebody crazy goes on X and they have a huge reach and their account, or maybe their account is hacked, whatever, and somebody says something and somebody dies because of it, that means that X won't be held responsible for the actions of the users. Well, that's one thing, but you need to have complete freedom of speech, because the other extreme, that's polar opposite of that, is editorializing things. Now, newspapers are not protected by Section 230. Newspapers are a platform, or a publisher, not a platform, and the publisher has to vet what people say that they put in the press. In my business, we have to take a look at everybody's article that they want to submit to us. Even though they've paid for that article, it's a paid ad. And if somebody says, Judge so and so is responsible for taking the lives of veterans, we can't print that. It's not proven in a court of law. And so we have to vet things. The break here is that the platforms like X, when it was Twitter, and Facebook, I don't trust Mark Zuckerberg as far as I could throw his ass. They acted like a publisher. They would take users and just like a claw game, and you're not on our platform anymore. We don't like what you say. You can't have it both ways. You have to either protect the rights of everybody to speak their mind on your platform, or you don't get protections. How will the US government approach that? How will the current administration that's in power approach that? And just because you guys like a policy that's made by a president right now, just know that it could be abused by the next president. It just depends on who's in power, because the people in power, they are going to enforce the laws in whichever way they want. But anyways, good night, Tamara. Nice to see you. Arnold was the original cook on Happy Days. Arnold was original cook. Yeah, Arnold, look at you. Hey, Chachi, let's go. Fonzie, yeah. Commander. uh, Oh man, everybody's trying to win the AI race, dude. Eric, it's crazy. I mean, they have the money to spend, but to what we're gonna melt down. We're melting down our society, bro. That's why, like, come on, man. You think I couldn't make a faceless YouTube channel? I could. I'm telling you right now, I cloned my voice with 11 Labs. I really did. I cloned my voice with 11 Labs. You guys don't know what 11 Labs is. Um, Let me see if I still have it. I may still have the login for that. I've been paying for the thing forever. Let's see if I can log in here. Log in. I'm almost positive I've cloned my voice with 11 Labs. Let me see if I did. Blah, 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 blah. I think it's this one here. And it's an online service, right? So log in with Google. I'm trying to, jerk. Not leaving Las Vegas contact. There it is. And let me see what my voices are here while I'm chatting with you guys. Adam Legacy, search my voices, personal voices, Steven's voice. Here it is, Steven from NLLV. So let's go here. Let's go to home and let's go to text to speech. And I will just start typing here, paste any text. So here I am. I'm just talking and I'm going to do it in my voice and we'll see if it sounds halfway decent. And I got to add some punctuation to this. See if it sounds halfway decent. And then I'm going to go to my voices and I'm going to go to my cloned voices, and that's me, and see how this sounds. And that's it. Good. And it's Steven V2. Let's see what it says. I got 90,000 credits. That's insane. I got to wait a few seconds for it to.
So here I am. I'm just talking and I'm going to do it in my voice and we'll see if it sounds halfway decent.
I don't know. You tell me. You tell me if we got a major issue coming up here. I mean, it's kind of nuts, right? That's my V2 voice. I have another one. So, let's see here. So what I'm saying is that if I ever lost my voice, I guess I could still do YouTube videos, period, new line. New line. I would really just type them out and then make my voice, and you probably wouldn't know if I had a faceless channel. And I might even do this as an experiment once just to see how it would sound, It's really interesting. You got to watch the punctuation. I would really just type them out and then make my voice dot dot dot. And you probably wouldn't know if I had a faceless channel. And I might even do this as an experiment once just to see how it would sound.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is that if I ever lost my voice, like I guess I could still do YouTube videos. I would really just type them out and then make my voice. And you probably wouldn't know if I had a faceless channel. And I might even do this as an experiment once just to see how it would sound. It's really interesting.
My goodness. Oh, we're in big trouble. I have my publisher's voice, and he's a public person, so I can do him. Let's see how this sounds. This is my publisher. It'll come up.
Oh, that's what I'm saying is that if I ever lost my voice, I guess I could still do YouTube videos. I would really just type them out and then make my voice. And you probably wouldn't know if I had a faceless channel. And I might even do this as an experiment once just to see how it would sound. It's really interesting.
So good. It's so good, dude. And that's why you got Joe Rogan ads being spoofed, and you don't know, like, this stuff's gonna destroy us. Because I was able to do that only because I gave it permission. I had to literally speak into it, saying, "I'm Steven, and I have permission to do. I give permission to clone my voice, right?" But there's people that use dark versions of this where there's no permission granted, you know, and it's kind of wild, dude. I mean, you guys, I mean, like this stuff here. There's so many voices here. Voice library, top picks for you. Evil character, deep, rich male British voice. Okay, let's go here. Mature, deep male, British voice. Good. We're going to add this to my voices and we'll use this one. Let's see here. Where is it under here? Recently used. There it is. Mark, natural conversations, evil character. Julian. Let's try this with Julian one more time. One more time. See how this sounds. I use credits every time, but I've been paying this for this and I've not done this.
That's what I'm saying is that if I ever lost my voice, I guess I could still do YouTube videos. I would really just type them out and then make my voice. And you probably wouldn't know if I had a faceless channel. And I might even do this as an experiment once just to see how it would sound. It's really interesting.
Yeah, so most of the stuff you guys watch, it's just slop. There's a service called InVideo.ai. And let's say you want to start a YouTube channel, right? Here's what you do. You go to InVideo.ai and you type, make a video about the difference between Las Vegas, Nevada, and Atlantic City, New Jersey. Make the video witty and also make New Jersey sound terrible and, make the video 10 minutes long. And I want a comparison video. And it does the whole script for you, all of it. It finds stock footage for you, assembles the stock footage, puts it all over there. And I'm using AI in my videos. Like, I wanted to find 20 questions or so that people were asking about Vegas stuff. And I said, well, give me 20 questions that are weird questions that you can find online about Vegas, and I found them. But I did the video in my own. So all I do, like, for example, let's see here. Let's see if I can find this here. If I do it here, this is the easier way to do it. I'll just go into GPT. Like, so here's an idea for a video, right? Give me a list of musical residencies in Vegas that were complete and utter disasters for various reasons. Give me the reason that they were an utter disaster, and if you can, find dollar amounts attached to them and try to provide references. Give me a bulleted list. So watch. So this is AI. You don't have to think, you can research. But I had to think of the thought. I had to think of the general idea. The Fontainebleau Las Vegas filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 2009. Financial impact, the project was 70%. No. Why are you giving me this list? Why are you giving me a list of building projects? I asked for musical residencies and entertainers. That's how it messes up. And it's going to apologize. Apologies for the earlier misunderstanding. Black Eyed Peas. The group canceled their plan. Jennifer Lopez, uncertainty. Reports indicated that she planned a $90 million residency and it was at risk due to underwhelming sales. Duck Commander musical at the Rio. Financial impact. Notre Dame de Paris at the Paris. Did you even know that was a thing? And it shows the reference, so I know it's truthful. We Will Rock You at the Paris. Avenue Q was a disaster. Spamalot didn't work. Raiding the Rock Vault. Here, I have resident shows. Now I can make a YouTube video where I can have a good topic for you. So can't kids in school ask AI to create a report? That's a great question, Kyla. And so just like that, I've been using AI long enough that I can tell you when it's AI. But teachers have a way to copy paste the report. So they'll say, send me a copy of the report to email, and then they'll copy and paste it in an AI checker. So AI is just a large language model. What it does is it crawls over the internet. It has all the knowledge ever. Actually, these AIs are in big trouble of failing and falling in on themselves right now. So it crawls all over, it gets all the AI, it gets all the knowledge, and then it kind of like creates words. And like, I can do a, give me the first three lines of, or no, sorry, the first three paragraphs of Martin Luther. No, I'm not going to do that. I'll get canceled for that. Give me the first three paragraphs of Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address, but do it in modern language like Donald Trump is speaking it. It may not do this one because I said Donald Trump and this AI is very woke. Let's see if it does it. You're not seeing the Black Eyed Peas because they're not performing. They canceled their residency. This may not work because I said Donald Trump, and these things are as woke as the programmers that create them, and that's the major problem with these. Yeah, see? Well, so, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, many years ago, 87 to be exact, our great forefathers established an incredible nation right here on this very continent. They had a tremendous vision, liberty, and the bold idea that all men are created equal. Now we're in the midst of a huge civil war, folks. A real test. It did it just like Donald Trump. It's the craziest thing, man. It's kind of nuts, man. But anyways, yeah, Black Eyed Peas canceled their residency. I intended to make a video, then life got crazy. I'm gonna post a text post or something. I don't know. Yeah, this is not bad. Yeah, it does it like Donald Trump. Um, you know, I want you to say it like how Trump would say it with his type of speech patterns. Do you understand? Let's see if I can dial this in a little bit more. It might work. I'd be surprised. No, it's not working. Can you believe it? Folks, let me tell you, 87, a long time ago, long time. How do you do a Trump accent? That's a tough one. That's a hard one to do. Long time ago, he talks like, and he's always got it stuffed up. I've always got it. Breathe in, speak from the diaphragm, Donald. Anyways, you guys are great. Love you guys. I'm gonna go eat, and I'm gonna go take care of stuff. And I think we might do this tomorrow night because why not? So you guys just subscribe to the channel if you like this. And Matt, I'll be texting you about the AI checker. I'm curious about that because I'd like to dig into that. Thanks for being here with me, guys. Thanks for everybody who sent a super chat. That was awfully generous of you guys, considering I'm not even on the strip. My goodness. You guys are great. God, hopefully I'll see you around tomorrow night. God bless y'all. Bye, guys.